I want to bring in now our legal analyst, Latoya Williams-Shelton. She's a Jacksonville criminal defense and family law attorney, and she's going to be providing analysis throughout this trial. Latoya, thanks for coming in tonight. It really is hard to find anyone in Glynn County who's not heard of this case, of the Ahmaud Arbery case. Their jury pool, as Keitha was reporting, it's large, 1,000 potential jurors. So walk us through the jury selection process and just how hard is it going to be to find an impartial jury?
I mean, as you all have already said, we've pulled, or Glynn County has pulled 1,000 jurors. Like in any other case, it would have possibly been maybe 100. I think that an impartial jury is somewhat always hard to find, but in this case, it's going to be a little bit harder, right? We have a case that has gained national attention. As far as that jury process is concerned, the state and the defense have gone over their theories of their case. The defense has gone over their defenses to the case. And when they look at it, they look at their theories and they look at the tactics and what they want to do during this trial. They're thinking about questions, they're thinking about biases, they're thinking about the type of people that they do not want on the trial, that are not going to be good for their case, right? Or they do not want to sit on this jury. So those are the type of questions that they're going to be asking these different people during the process, right? During the what we call the voir dire process. So they're going to be asking those questions. We're going to be trying to figure out folks' biases. We're going to be wanting to know if it's someone on the jury whose family member has been involved in a violent crime, for example. That's someone that the defense probably does not want on the jury, right? So you see the attorneys have the jurors by number. So they'll say juror number 2. I'm sure that those attorneys, they're writing notes so that at the end, once both sides have had a chance to ask the jury their questions, after that, they're going to have the opportunity to strike the jurors that they do not want. And then after that, the hope is that we can come to 12 jurors, 4 alternates that we'll have the most impartial jury as we can, right? Maybe folks who don't know as much about it, who have not formed opinions already about it. But of course, as we've already said, as everyone has already said, this could possibly be a rough thing to do.
So knowing about the case doesn't necessarily eliminate you from serving on this jury, but there are some people that are exempt under Georgia law. Who falls into that group of people who can be exempt automatically and not make it onto the jury?
Caregivers, if you are a full-time caregiver, I believe I saw in their code, if you're a full-time student, police officers, full-time teachers, those are folks who can be exempt from the very beginning.
Okay, and so having listened to day one of jury selection, what really stands out to you the most today?
I really liked how the defense counsel just kind of grouped this one question, like just a question of concern. If you do have a concern and you're not sure exactly of what that concern is and you want to speak to me separately about that concern, and we do our separate individual voir dire questions, then let me know what that is. And you could hear him say, oh, I see juror number 2, I see juror number 20. So you could tell that there are a lot of people who had those additional concerns that they may just want to speak about, because it may be something small like, well, I did watch this on TV, but, you know, should I be concerned about this? Or, you know, hey, I have a surgery coming up. Should I ask to be exempted or moved away so that I do not have to act as a juror on this trial?
All right, Latoya, thank you so much. And it could take 2 weeks to seat the 12-member jury and the 4 alternates. While the 3 men are being tried together for the murder of Ahmaud Arbery, the jury, of course, can return different verdicts for each one. So we appreciate you coming in tonight. We will be checking in with you daily as this trial continues. But thank you, Latoya, for your insight tonight.
And our coverage continues on our website, firstcoastnews.com, and also in the First Coast News app. We will be streaming the entire trial from gavel to gavel and wrapping up what happens at the end of each day with our legal analyst.